Hey everyone, it's Colin here at eTrailer, and today we have a 2019 Infiniti QX80, and we're going to be test fitting the Titan chain cable snow tire chains. Now keep in mind the tire size on our QX80 today is on our sidewall. It's over here. We got 275/60R20, so just make sure you double check your tire size of your Infiniti and make sure that these chains will fit it. Now it's always a good idea to keep a set of chains in your vehicle, and with these cable chains, these are something that's going to be a really good investment for if you live in an area where during the winter months you're only going to be getting snow or ice a couple of times over the winter months, and these are going to just give you that extra traction through those lighter conditions. Now if you live in an area where over the winter months you're getting really heavy snow or ice storms a lot during the winter months, I'd recommend maybe looking into a more heavy-duty set of steel chains. Titan chain makes plenty of those, and we have them available here at eTrailer. But again, back to these cable chains, these are going to do very well through those lighter snow and ice conditions. These chains are also going to be a really economical choice, so you can have that safety net in the back of your vehicle in case you ever were to encounter one of those lighter snow and ice situations. And to be honest, with those set of steel chains, if you try to use those in lighter conditions, this is going to make for a very rough ride, and it's going to wear down on the chain much quicker than these steel rollers will. The steel rollers, along with the low profile of the chain, make for a very smooth ride for having a set of chains on your tire. Now each tire chain isn't specifically designed for one size tire. Each set of chains is going to fit a variety of tire sizes and a range. Now you can see that they're pretty loose on our tire right now, and we do have them as really as tight as we can go, but that's where these rubber adjusters come in handy. These are sold separately here at eTrailer. I highly recommend picking up a set if you're going to grab some cable chains as well. What these are going to do is pull down and keep tension on your chains and keep them snug against your tire so that you get a much smoother ride and keep getting that good traction. So we'll just go ahead and show you how to install them real quick. It's really pretty simple. You can see how it's pulling on each side to help make sure we get that traction that we need. So you can see right there, now our chains are much tighter on our tire, so we're ready to hit the road. Now the base of the chain isn't actually a chain, it's this really durable cable. And this cable is making up, like I said, the entire base all the way around, and the cross links. And the cross links are going to be kind of covered with all these low carbon steel rollers. Like I said, the roller makes for a very smooth ride, gives you that extra traction that you need. And the low carbon steel construction is going to be very tough and durable. It's also going to resist rust and corrosion. These chains are also going to be Class S certified, meaning they're great for vehicles with limited wheel well clearance, which isn't necessarily the case for our SUV right here. You can see I got plenty of space. But for smaller vehicles like sedans, maybe even vehicles where you bought some bigger tires and it's taking up more space in the wheel well, these are going to be a great option. The chains do have a ladder pattern design, meaning they're forming these cross links all throughout the chain. They are going to be very effective for starts and stops, and you do want to keep in mind that they do have a speed rating of 30 miles per hour, so just make sure you're keeping it slow out there and staying safe. We do get this nice durable case that makes for very easy storage when they're not in use. You can just roll them up, throw them in here, and then toss it in the back of your vehicle. Now, whenever you get a new set of chains, whether it's these Titan cable chains or any other set you might get, I always recommend getting it out of the bag or the case, practicing installing them on your vehicle before you go out into the weather. So if you're in your driveway or in your garage, practice using them so that when you get out in those situations, if you run into any problems, you'll know how to work through them. Now I'll go ahead and walk you through that install process right now. Now the first thing you want to do is lay your cable chains out. Just check them over for any tangles or kinks or twists. Get all those out. After you've used them a couple times, it's never a bad idea to just go ahead and check for any broken links or rollers. With these being new chains, and if you've only used them a few times, then you're probably not going to have to worry about that. So what we'll do is just grab them and then drape them over the top and sides of our tire. Now here on the back side, we need to make our first connection. That's just feeding this cable into the channel right there. We want to get it as tight as we can. We got to the second one, and that should do for now. If we go to the front and we find it's a little loose, we can come back and tighten it up a little more. Let's go to the front side and do the same thing. Just feed it through. We're at the second one right there, which is the same number we did on the back side. But if we want to, we can go one more up, and that seems to do the trick and keep our chains snug. See if we can go to the fourth. Looks like we can. So it does get our chains a little bit tighter. However, per the instructions, we want to make sure we're staying within one. So from here, you have the option of going back to the third or going back to the back side and adjusting it, whichever way you feel more comfortable with. We're going to go ahead, go to the back side, and make that adjustment. Now, if you decided to get the optional rubber tensioner, go ahead and throw that on as well. And then from there, go ahead and repeat this process for the other side. Once you've done all that, you're going to be ready to hit the road. Well, thank you all for watching, and I hope this information helped you out. But that's going to do it for our test fit of the Titan chain cable snow tire chains on our 2019 Infiniti QX80.